Okay, I just want to give, there's one more poll that has come. Today's Chanakya, who also has got the occasional poll right and some wrong, as they all do. So this poll is showing NDA 44%, Mahagathbandhan 38%, others 18%. So a 6% lead as per today's Chanakya, a 6% lead to the NDA over the RJD. I'm waiting for his numbers, but what it clearly shows is the range at the moment. If you do a poll of polls, is coming from 2% to about 6%. In fact, 6% is possibly one of the highest that we've seen in terms of lead. He's giving a much larger percentage to others in terms of 18%. So broadly what you're seeing, there isn't a single poll, credibly done poll, which is giving a clear edge to the Mahagathbandhan. All the polls are giving a clear edge at the moment to the NDA. Amitabh Tiwari, you want to tell us, is there one particular factor that is operating when pollsters have seen? Is it the Mahila factor, the Yuva? As per Pradeep Gupta's Axis poll, Yuva with Mahagathbandhan, Mahilas with the NDA. Did you also see that?
Yeah, I mean, Yuva also has Yuva Mahila and Yuva Purush. So Yuva Mahila is with NDA in our surveys or trackers, and Yuva Purush is with Mahagathbandhan. Overall, male is with Mahagathbandhan anyways. But I think there are one theme which has emerged is that since the campaign of JSP,
Jan Suraj,
I mean, withered in the end, this election has become a highly bipolar election. Others have fallen below 20% if our numbers are correct.
You were doing a tracker. Was Prashant Kishor tracking better 3 months ago compared to today?
Of course, he was at 9.7% at one point of time. So let's say 10%.
That was the highest in your poll?
Yeah, so let's say 10%, now down to 5%. Which means this 5% which he was able to wean away in the form of youth has moved back. Some of them have moved back to Mahagathbandhan, and some of the upper caste voters have moved back to BJP.
But Pradeep's
that's why
poll,
we've seen a high...
but Amitabh, Pradeep's poll seems to suggest the 4% that Jan Suraj has, 3.5% is actually coming from the NDA and upper caste vote.
A large percentage.
He said 3.5.
And essentially what has happened is that's why we've also seen very high turnout. Very high turnout, mobilization from both NDA and Mahagathbandhan to its core supporters, both hoping that these alliances are likely to win. Okay. So others have reduced to almost...
So like Tejasvi Yadav, for him, this would have been his best chance to move forward after 2020. Had he got support from the Congress party, you know, when he and Rahul Gandhi initially were together, but had they moved together, the upper caste votes, the Congress mobilization, perhaps he would have been past that 122 mark. That unfortunately did not happen. Rahul Gandhi missing in good 60 days.
So much time on a wasteful issue of SIR.
So
he kept lurking on this issue, which was non-issue on the ground. And for 50 days he was missing from the scene. So how do you build up a momentum around a campaign?
Precisely. So that is what seems to have led. That was the opportunity missed, because had that happened, you know, Tejasvi Yadav could have well been past the 122 mark, point 1.2. Perhaps Tejasvi Yadav made a mistake by giving away so many seats to the Congress and others in these elections.
No, I disagree.
It's very easy, and despite my abundant affection for Gaurav, a bit lazy to just pin it all on one party. The fact, allow me to finish, the fact that they weren't able to sew up an alliance in the manner that they ought to have is not the fault of one party alone. Being the single largest party, the bigger party, alliance partner, even RJD has. RJD.
Yeah, but I think what we are clear, Javed, is between the Vote Adhikar Yatra, that entire 5 or 6 weeks where you needed to build up momentum, possibly around an issue like Rozgar and not SIR. All of us went on the ground. We didn't see SIR resonating as a poll issue.
Absolutely.
You know, it resonated in TV studios, but it was clearly not resonating on the ground. As the Israelis said once about Yasser Arafat, he never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity. The Congress party, again, may have to answer that, but you know how it is. They will clutch to straws if they win, as per one poll, at least 17 to 19 seats.